We got this one trying to breach the perimeter fence to the north, General Lucan. What is, The neural blasters took him down, just as expected. Forgive the interruptions, Herr Skull. This will only take a moment, and then we can get to our business. Don't apologize, General. I'm always happy to wait when entertainment is provided. Keep your satisfaction to yourself, sadist. What I do here, I take no joy in. So, even after the fall, the Red Room still produces men such as yourself? I would have thought that time was long past. Did they tell you what happened to your predecessors, Red Guardian? General Alexander Lukin, under the authority of President Yeltsin, you are hereby under arrest for abandoning your post, for theft of government secrets and weapons, and for crimes of treason against Mother Russia. Mother Russia? I'm sorry to tell you that I am all that's left of the true Mother Russia, boy. Treat his remains as if he were one of our own. When we're finished here, I'll let them know where they can retrieve his body. Now, Herr Skull, I assume you still want to examine the items I have for sale? What is this, exactly? According to the schematics, it opens small windows into something called, the negative zone? This is all experimental work, or has it been field tested? Some has. What is here will work, I guarantee you that, Skull. This is the last of Comrade Karpov's facilities, and where he kept his most valuable treasures. Karpov, how would your old mentor feel about what you're doing with his inheritance? Selling KGB-developed weaponry to the highest bidder? Why do you think he left this in my hands and not his superiors? He knew if the Soviet Union were to collapse, there must still be men willing to do the right thing for the cause. And I am not selling everything you see here. Most of it is leaving this sad country, along with myself and my men. I see then, man, God, this can't be what it looks like. Ah, yes, I've been going over the paperwork Comrade Karpov left on this one. He was apparently very useful in the Cold War, a secret weapon of a sort against the United States. How much do you want for it? I think not, Herr Skull. I have my own plans for that item, unless, of course, you would be willing to exchange it for the Cosmic Cube, as it is known. The cube? What do you know about that? We know of many things you hold close, Skull, and I would value this Cosmic Cube quite highly if it is what I have heard. Oh, it is. Believe me, but it's not in my possession. Even if it was, you can't think you'd have anything that would make me give it up. Though I can see why you desired it. You'd have the power to rebuild your socialist republic, wouldn't you? That is one possibility among many. Well, you can keep dreaming. My spies are combing the world for signs of it, even as we speak. The cube will be mine, and no one else's. And when that day comes, this whole world will know fear, General, like you've never seen. The cube is mine again, after so many years of searching and waiting. And this time, it won't go to waste. Because this time, my plans are laid out perfectly. Just a few hours more to go until midnight, and then Paris, London, and, of course, Manhattan will all burn for me. And we will harvest this death and destruction, and transmute it into energy to fill this imperfect cosmic cube melded together from shards of the one that were taken from me, or even shattered in my own hands by him. Steve Rogers, Captain America. This night is specifically for you, Rogers, which is why I've got a ringside seat to watch this city you love die. But then I had months to prepare, lying in a cell and staring at blank walls. While my spies kept you under watch, they've seen your tragedies, everything you've lost, and they've kept you distracted too, while you try to keep your game face on. Try to act like everything is just the same as it was before. But I know you, Rogers. I know what losing people does to you. You're at your lowest point, and that's why you'll never see me coming this time. How are you, Steve? Really? I'm sorry, what was the question? I said, how are you? I'm fine. Why? Because you don't seem fine. And how do I seem, Agent 13? Angry. Look, Steve, can you just stop that? I'm getting dizzy just looking at you. I don't believe that for a second. You wouldn't get dizzy standing on a moving helicopter blade. But only you would actually try to do that. I'm sorry, Sharon, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around why my ex-girlfriend is here. Was something wrong with my annual evaluation? No, it's not like that. Look, it's not just you. S.H.I.E.L.D. wants personal liaisons for all government-funded operatives. Right. They're just starting with me and just happened to pick you for the job? Actually, I volunteered. Why? Maybe because I thought you needed someone who'd treat you like a person, not a living legend, who wouldn't pee their pants just to meet you. And maybe I thought you'd open up to me more than you did to the therapist in your annual evaluation, which I read, by the way. And you're lucky that guy didn't know you as well as I used to, or you might not have your security clearance levels right now. What's that supposed to mean? It means that S.H.I.E.L.D. may not be worried about you yet, Steve, but I am. You're worried about me? You are Sharon Carter, right? Not a live model decoy? Stop it. I'm being serious here. Your actions have been a little extreme lately. Take the incident last week, for example. Last week? Those men were terrorists. They killed the driver on the B train and had his booth packed with C4 and chemical waste. They were going to set off a dirty bomb at the end of the line and turn Coney Island into a wasteland. Ah! Get him! Hold your ground, damn it! Ah! Not yet, you don't. Oh my god, thank you. Don't thank me. You're just not getting off that easy. Ah! Listen to me, scum. You're going to defuse that bomb down there, right now. Or we're both going to ride it into the sunset. I'm fairly certain I'd survive. How about you? Reckless, taking risks like that. We got incredibly lucky that copter went down in the river. It wasn't luck, and it wasn't reckless. I got the job done. Yes, and you broke 4 bones in one suspect's face, putting him into a coma, while 2 others died, falling from that train, one of whom landed on a minivan and caused 4 other serious injuries. You're right, Sharon. I should have just let them blow up the train. That would have been better. That's not what I meant, and you know it. Look, Steve, I know it's different now. I know it's a new world. I'm on the front lines in it, just like you are. but the man I knew didn't hit that hard unless he had to. It seems to me that ever since the Red Skull escaped last month, you've been more on edge, more violent. You know what I see when I dream, Sharon? I see the war, my war. After all this time, I still dream about foxholes in the Black Forest, still hear the screams of terrified soldiers, smell their blood and tears. I still dream about Bucky, him and all the others I couldn't save. It hardly seems fair, after so much time has passed in the world, that in my dreams it's still 1944. Steve, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. I really am fine, Sharon. It's just been a rough couple of months. I know. Hey, listen, did you really tell Nick Fury you wanted to join the space program? Haha, no, not exactly. I told him I feel guilty when I think of all those men who died trying to reach the stars, that it should have been me taking those risks. That's what I was built for, after all. Boy, talk about carrying the weight of the world. You truly are one of a kind, Steve Rogers. Check in with you in a week or two, and you know how to get in touch with me otherwise, right? Of course. Oh, and Fury wants to know how you like your new place. It's perfect, and more importantly, it's private. I like neighbors, but I can't be putting innocent people at risk. So, no problems with the hollow wall? Not so far. Listen, Sharon, about that Coney Island thing. Has S.H.I.E.L.D. figured out who those men were yet? Yes, and that's the strange part. They're part of a branch of AIM that's supposed to be defunct, and we still have no idea what their motives was. The one who can still talk doesn't know, says the ringleader is the guy you put into the coma. And still no word on the skull? Not a peep, but he's got to surface sometime, and when he does, we'll get him. And I'm supposed to be the optimistic one. Safe trip. Sure, I'll just remember to stay away from elevated train tracks. You're out there somewhere, Skull, and when I find you... You think you're safe in your new secret home, in the shadow of your Brooklyn Bridge, where no one knows the quiet man down the street is really Captain America? But I'll always be able to find you, Rogers. I could put a bullet between your eyes anytime I want, and you'd never see it coming. But that would be too easy. I need to make you suffer. Because you do it so well, Rogers. Suffering, I mean. And that's our destiny, after all, isn't it? The two of us, locked in eternal combat down through the years, keeping each other miserable. What would we even be without the other? I suppose it's time we found out. But before you die, I promise you, you will know suffering on a whole new level. And when I strip your life of all meaning, you'll... Ah, General Lucan, how amusing that you should call at this very moment. Yes, I'm afraid your sources were correct. I'm holding it as we speak, though it has barely the power to keep itself together right now. But soon that will be put right. No, don't be a fool. I told you once there was nothing you had to offer me that... You're a powerful man. I'm well aware of that, General. But the time of your power making a difference is coming to its end. What? You're sorry I feel that way? Is that a threat, General? Maybe you're more of a fool than... What's this? Mission accomplished, General. The cube is yours. The Red Skull? Nah, no trouble at all, sir. Got him in the crosshairs and took the shot. Yes, sir. Absolutely. He's dead. What's going on? Why hasn't he made the call? He'll call. But it's been over an hour since he was supposed to. I don't like this. Just sitting on our hands, waiting with all this. I just don't like it. Something must have happened. Why else would he be? Cowards. If he could hear you, you'd be singing your own death warrants. So just do as you were ordered, and don't make me waste one of you for getting on my nerves. Nothing's happened. He'll call when he's ready, and then we have our fun. We're pinned down. Cap, what do we do? Just hang tight, Bucky. Here comes the cavalry. Move! Let's go! Cap, got a little trouble here. Bucky! Oh God, hang on. I'll have you to a medic in no time. Just hang on. Really had them on the run, didn't we, Steve? Sorry too. No, damn it, no! Okay, what the hell battle was that? Seemed so familiar, but not right. Not right at all. Bucky never got shot in the belly. God, do I hate it when dreams and memories collide. Should probably just go for a run. What is this? 2 hours of sleep? Should. Shield communications. At this hour. Rogers.
Steve, it's Sharon.
Twice in one day. What's up?
You're needed on the helicarrier, ASAP.
What is it?
I'll brief you on the ride. Meet me on your roof in 2 minutes. I'll be waiting.
So, I'm assuming Agent 13 filled you in on the basics? Yes, but I'll believe it when I see it, and probably not even then, honestly. I know what you mean, but it's real, Rogers. The skull got killed tonight. Only thing stopping me from reporting that to the UN immediately is the forensic, which is one of the reasons I needed you here. My DNA? Yeah, policy is to destroy your blood samples after your checkups to prevent just this problem. So I've got to go to the source. Oh God, I'd almost forgotten that monster was living inside a clone of you, Steve. Yeah, I hadn't. You're telling me he was shot through the heart? I'm not telling you anything. That's what happened. High-powered sniper round. Would have been dead before he hit the floor. This isn't him. It's some kind of trick. Anyone can walk in front of a bullet, Rogers. We both know that. Still, only one way to prove it, as I said. Doctor, would you take a DNA sample from the captain here? Oh, of course, Colonel Fury. I mean, if that's, okay with... Do it. If that really is him, what was he doing in New York? The skull is never any place without a reason. We don't know that yet. He was found in a penthouse on the Upper West Side. It was mostly unfurnished, rented under a fake name. You just happened to find him? No, someone called in a tip to the cops. We scrambled their line and got there first to keep a lid on it. I want to see that crime scene. Now. Of course you do. Glass was bullet resistant, but that doesn't matter with high velocity rounds. Near as I can tell, he was on the phone when he got hit. Found his cell lying here. The lab is going over it, but it was secure. Didn't keep records of in or outgoing calls. May not get anything useful. I don't like this, Fury. This feels like a setup. I think it's real. That face. You can't make something like that twice. Not that exact. Steve, what is it? His disguise. Yeah, one thing about having a skull for a face. It's easy to wear a fake one and blend in. That's not what I mean. I saw this man on the street yesterday. He was watching me. Maybe it really is him. They call him the Red Skull. He's Hitler's strong right hand, a Nazi icon made to spread terror across Europe and the rest of the world. Like a boogeyman, to send Jewish children into screaming fits at bedtime. And needless to say, he's been an effective tool, a bit too effective, which is why we decided to cut your training a bit short, Rogers. What do you need from me, General Phillips? What do I need? I need for you to serve your country in a way we never thought you'd have to, Rogers. But you're the only one of your kind now, so it falls to you. I just pray you're ready for the responsibility. My gut tells me you are, though, soldier. So let's go see what this new uniform the army put together for you looks like. Steve? I was created because of him, in a way. Colonel Fury, we got something here. Wouldn't like to tell me what this display case is for, by any chance? Can't be sure yet, but this device attached to the outside of it is some kind of next-generation receiver. For receiving what? Don't know yet, but I can tell you one thing. It's got several open feeds right now, like it's waiting for something. We reversed the signal and got a trace on one of the feeds right away. It's here in Manhattan, sir. You sure this is the best? Just the two of us? We have no idea what the Skull was up to. We go barreling in with the whole SHIELD assault team, and we could just make things worse. The two of us have a much better chance of getting in unseen and assessing the situation. Or I can do this on my own, if you'd rather wait here. You don't have to get snitty. I just would have brought a little backup, that's all. I'm certainly not going to let you go into this on your own. Let's not get started down that path again. I'm well aware that Fury thinks you're babysitting me. That's not what anyone thinks at all. Oh, then what's his hidden agenda this time out? Or did you think I wouldn't notice all those meaningful glances between you two tonight? I don't want to talk about this. Let's just concentrate on the task at hand. Sharon. Fine. He wants me to find out if you killed the Skull. What? I know. I told him there was no way. No matter what's going on inside your head right now, you aren't an assassin, and you never would be. And let's not forget that there is very little chance that's really the Red Skull being autopsied on the helicarrier. Okay, but what if it's not? Then why are we trudging through underground tunnels in the middle of the night? Just in case. And to think, I've forgotten how frustrating you could be. Something ahead of us. This could be it. You got a head count. Let you know in a minute. You know who I am. Yes. What is this on your arm? Aid. Advanced ideas in destruction. Working for the Skull. Yes, but I'm just Larry, you need any... Hey! So much for getting in unseen, I guess. Stay behind me. What the hell? It's Agent 13, I repeat. We are taking hostile fire. I need that tactical assault team, now. Not on my watch, you don't. Him? How the hell did he find us? Set it off! Throw the switch now! Ah! What in God's name is that? Some kind of bomb. I'm going to guess fire-based, thanks to our friend here. Steve, it's active. He must have hit the timer when he slammed into it. How do we deactivate it? I wish I knew. Oh, wait, I do. What? These guys are rogue aim, right? When have you ever run into an aim device that could run without massive amount of power? Probably part of why they had it down in these old tunnels. Had it hooked right into the grid. So, this was the Skull's plan? To set off some kind of insane electrical firebomb in the heart of the city? Sounds like him. But to what end, other than mass murder? That's not enough? Not for the Skull. Not usually. Agent 13 to Colonel Fury. We need a science team down here now. Found a mean-looking WMD of some kind. It's neutralized for now, but...
We've got bigger problems than that, Agent.
Got a weird energy signature off the glass case. So we ran a thermal scan. And now we know what was inside of it. A cosmic cube.
Which means whoever killed the Red Skull tonight has got it. And we still have no idea who that is.
It's me. No, we didn't get the call either. But now I know why. Because somebody killed him. I don't know how, but they did. Well, what the hell do you think you should do, idiot? Set your friggin' timer and call Paris and tell him to do the same thing. He may not be here to see it, but this world is gonna burn tonight in his memory. He said the Red Skull is dead? Yeah, but he didn't say how he knew, or those were his exact words? I don't know. Yeah, he said someone killed him, and that's why he hadn't called. Oh, and he said we should set the timer on the device and tell Paris to set theirs. Wants to go ahead and blow these places to hell as a memorial, I guess. You should have called me to the comm system. This can't be, my Jonah, this. So, you're in charge. What should we do? Just let me think a moment. I can't even get my... Did you just hear? Was that gunfire? Estimated time of arrival is 1 hour 20 minutes, so I want to know exactly what we're looking at here. Containment levels, civilian traffic, everything. And someone get me a link up with whoever's handling the London team. They should be inside by now. Yes, ma'am. I'll get on it. Agent Heimberg has been working on the data for a strike. Right. The trace from the Skull's receiver appears to be tracking to this location. And if the Manhattan device is any indication, it'll be underground. And unfortunately, this is Avenue Foch, along the Champs-Élysées. So we're looking at a serious target-rich environment if this goes badly. Hold that thought, Heimberg. I need to get some tactical insight. Walk with me. Tactical insight? What's up? You look like you're in another time zone, Steve. I know this has been a hell of a night, and it just keeps getting worse. But I need you to be focused when we hit Paris. Sharon, I'm just tired. A lot on my mind. Look, I've got this. Why don't you take a break? Catch a few minutes, shut-eye, or grab a cup of coffee. You'll call me. The second Fury gets in touch. Scout's honor. Go. Come on, Rogers. Wake up. What's your problem? All clear so far. Think we got a bomb tip? British intelligence was certain Simo was planning something, Bucky. Or they wouldn't have sent us in undercover like... Ugh! Cap! Don't waste your tears, boy. He has suffered no more since some cracked ribs. Isn't that so, Captain America? Takes him. Why did I just remember that? That final mission before my deep freeze. Before Bucky... Wait, that's not how it happened. That's not how Simo captured us. Is it? Captain, you're in there. What is it? Agent 13 needs you on the command deck, now. We're just getting word from our squad in London. Just stop transmitting the signal entirely, like someone turned off a switch. Well, that's just bloody perfect, isn't it? Sir, I've got a dead body here. Looks like one of the group we're after. Advanced ideas in destruction. More of the same down this run. Bloody hell. Someone slaughtered a lot of them. Right. Give us a recon of the area. See if any of these geezers are still breathing. And please tell me the bleeding firebomb is down here someplace. Had an old friend of yours on loan from the British government leading the mission. Union Jack, it's been a while. That it has, and I wish it had been better news for you. You didn't find the Skull's men? Oh, we found them all right, but somebody else found them first, cut them to pieces, and to top it off, appears they snatched the bomb we were sent here after. 2 items of interest, found a soldier among the dead that appears to be from the group who led the attack. Here is his image, and I found this one personally, in what I'm assuming was their command center. Anyone you know? Her name is Mother Knight. She worked for the Red Skull, one of his lieutenants. All right, cordon off the area until our techs arrive. Hopefully they can figure out where this mystery soldier is from and get a lead on the device. Agent 13, out! The Cosmic Cube and one of the Skull's WMDs on the loose. This night just gets better and better. Let's just hope we're in time to stop anything else from going wrong.
Advance copter to strike leader.
Go for strike leader.
Scanner shows the device is on the move, and we've got a visual on the scene. Looks like our target is making a run for it.
No, someone else is trying to get in on the action. That's an AIM hoverjet. The Skull's men don't work for them anymore. I've got this. Steve! Ah! Open fire! Kill him! Now, which one of you wants to tell me what you're doing here? Wow, Fury's gonna love this. What? Had the WMD in their ship, but they swore up and down they had nothing to do with the London attack. Said they were taking back their own property, that this break-off faction had stolen their design and sold it to the Skull. And what do you know about the cube? Nothing. And our research confirmed their ignorance. There was no sign of anyone, living or dead, anywhere near where the WMD was set to blow. Looks like the Skull's men cut and run when they didn't hear from him, leaving the package for their old pals to just grab. Alright, we've got some news on our side of the water, but not much. DNA confirms the dead man is the Red Skull, but we've had no luck tracing the police tip that called in the body. So for now, all we know is someone's got the cube and a device created to help charge it. It's more than we knew yesterday. A comforting thought, isn't it? Look, we're in a holding pattern right now, so why don't you handle the cleanup there and then take a night off? Probably the last chance you'll get for some R&R anytime soon. Just do me a favor, Rogers, and try to stay out of the friggin' news for a change. Thanks for the company, Steve. I know it's ridiculous, considering everything going around us, but Fury never gives me time off anywhere good. My last free night was in Afghanistan, and that's not exactly a place where they know how to treat a lady. I'll bet. You deserve a night at least. You've been on the clock even longer than I have today. I just wish I was better company. Hey, me too, but a girl can only ask for so much. Kidding. So, the way you're looking around, I'm guessing this city brings back a lot of memories. Yeah, I was first here a long time ago. In August of 1944. My friends and I worked with the French resistance during their uprising here. We were already in France as part of Operation Dragoon. So we worked our way up from the south and met with leaders from the Maquis to help plan the attack. I've seen a lot of combat, and I'd seen a lot before I got to France. But the savagery inflicted on these people, I never saw anything like it until we got to the Bunchenwald. That's why it really galls me when I hear my own people dismissing the French as cowards. We're talking about a people who never gave up fighting the Nazi occupation. Their country may have surrendered, but they didn't. I saw men and women, civilians, take on panzer divisions, knowing that their own loved ones would be slaughtered in retribution by the Nazis. In one day alone, 600 men, women and children executed in the village of Oradour-sur-Glane, all because of what the Maquis did on D-Day, stopping those tanks from getting to Normandy. Have you ever seen 600 bodies in one place? Of course you have. But I hadn't until then. So we were proud to help them take back Paris. The victory parade came right down this way and up through the Champs-Élysées. My friends and I watched from the sidelines. It was their day, not ours, but I never forgot what they paid to get it, which is probably why this has always been one of my favorite cities. I forget how worldly you are sometimes, Steve Rogers. I know you do, Sharon Carter. Hey, look. There's another reason why, huh? Maybe. You feeling any better? A little. I mean, yeah. Our mission wasn't exactly a success, but at least we stopped AIM from getting their hands on a weapon of mass destruction. That's something, right? It's a start. Yeah, it's just the beginning, isn't it? Whatever's going on, this is all just the beginning. Was the scene earlier today in Paris as Captain America was caught on video in combat with the terror group AIM. And though there was considerable damage to the area, French President Chirac this evening praised the actions of the American hero. Look at that. Even the friggin' French love that guy. Of course they do. He's the real thing, man. I should know. I used to work with him. Sure you did, Jack. Just like you saw Elvis before he was famous. Worked with Captain America, right? I did. I was his freaking partner. Easy on the glassware, Jack. Just chill out. Get your hands off me. What's with him? That guy. Been drinking here for about a year now. Always one crazy story after the other. Big chip on his shoulder. Kinda sad, really. Freaking Curtis. I'll show that son of a Jack Monroe. Huh? Yeah, what? Don't I know you? No. You've taken care of it then. It's done? Perfect. I'll put in the call to Mr. Cross as soon as I get out of my meeting. Continue as planned until I contact you again. What are you doing, Alec? There's so much at stake right now, and you're making it more complicated. This assassin of Comrade Karpov's, that damn cube you took from the fascist, you worry too much, Leon. It's all part of the plan. And the cube is under my control. Though the skull was right, it's got only a few drops of power left. Still, it's enough for my purposes, for the present. That thing, no good can come of it, I tell you. It's fitting then that I've nothing good planned for it. Now, my friend, are you going to play nursemaid all day? Or are you going to help me take over an energy conglomerate? What is it, Sharon?
Sorry to disappoint, Rogers. I know I'm good looking, but I'm no Agent 13.
Fury, what's going on? Did something happen to Sharon?
She's fine. I just got a call from CID that you need to know about, and her security clearance doesn't cover this one.
What is it?
I'm sending through images now.
Are they expecting me?
They are. We'll fly you in, but this is a U.S. military matter, so I've got to keep shields at arm's length, unless they invite us in.
I can find my own way. You think this ties into the skull's death somehow?
I hate to make assumptions, but the timing is a big coincidence if it's not. Watch your back down there, soldier.
Tony, it's Steve. Sorry to call you so early, but I need your fastest jet waiting at LaGuardia in 10 minutes. Just the two of us, Nick? Kind of a small briefing, isn't it? Yeah, and there's a reason for that, Sharon. Just had a development in the skull case that I want to keep under wraps until we know more. Okay, but shouldn't Steve be here for this at least? He's got his hands full this morning already. But even if he didn't, he's one of the people I want to keep this information away from, for now. You better just get right to the explanation phase for this meeting, I think. Early this morning, a sniper rifle was found inside a suitcase in the baggage turnstile at Dulles International. Ballistic checks showed it to be the weapon that killed the skull. Wow, that's big. It gets bigger. There are prints on it, clean ones. And that's where it turns ugly. The prints belong to Jack Monroe, who I believe you've met. A long time ago. He was the Bucky from the 50s, the crazy one. Right, except when you were off the books, S.H.I.E.L.D. was able to cure him and put him back into society. Cap helped him make the transition and took him on as a partner for a while. He even took up Cap's one-time identity, Nomad. But Jack didn't have a smooth road. He's got a bad temper, and he's been pushed over the edge more than once. At one point, he was even brainwashed into becoming some character called Scourge, killed a few costume criminals. We haven't heard from him for a few years though, until now, when his fingerprints turned up on our murder weapon. A little convenient, isn't it? It is, just like that phone tip calling in the Skull's body. What do you want me to do? Well, another little piece of convenience is that Monroe had a brief career as a S.H.I.E.L.D. op, and so we've got the ability to track him if we need to. Technology is primitive by today's standards, but there's a GPS tracker in his shoulder. Not that he knows about it, thought he was just getting vaccinated. You sneaky little... That's my job description, isn't it? Anyway, like I said, the device is Dinosaur, but we can get him to within a few miles. You want me to find him? I do, but don't move on him. Just get close and keep him under watch. If he's our guy, he's got to be working for someone else. If he's not our guy, then someone is playing with us. Either way, I'd like to find out who. I'll have the GPS transferred to your handheld en route. Right. I'll call in when I've got something. Colonel Fury, I've got the surveillance tapes from Dulles for you. Great. Any progress on identifying the body they found in London yet? Nothing so far, sir. Interpol is stalling us for some reason. Right. Get their director on the horn. I've been needing to scream at someone all morning anyway. Did they tell you who these men were? War heroes. But when they said you should be contacted, I assumed there was a bit more than that. So who were they? They were Captain America. William Naslund originally went by the name The Spirit of 76. He was the lone American in a group of British heroes during the war. The invaders and I had a run-in with them once, the details of which are probably better left unsaid. But even after that debacle, after his team broke up, Naslund continued fighting for the Allies. I had a lot of respect for him, respect he earned. Jeff Mace was known as the Patriot back then. Spent the war years on the home front, fighting Nazi spies and dissidents. He was a good friend of my partner, Bucky Barnes. He may not have been overseas in the trenches, but he saved a lot of American lives, including mine, once. I'm sorry, you said they were both Captain America? Yes, after me. When Bucky and I were both MIA, presumed dead, the war was still on. The tide had turned, but President Roosevelt didn't want our GIs losing faith when they heard rumors of my death. So Naslund and a boy named Fred Davis took our places. Of course, Davis was years too young to fool anyone. Bucky was nearly 21 by the time we disappeared, but no one noticed. People believe what they want to. Yes, they do. President Kennedy is buried down this way. Yeah, you have to walk past this area to get there actually. That's appropriate. Why? Because this man saved him during his first campaign for the Senate. William Naslund died saving him, died wearing my uniform. That's how Jeff Mace became the next Captain America. He finished the job Naslund started that day, and because of them, Kennedy lived long enough to become president. Long enough to change this country for the better. I wish I'd been there to see it. The civil rights movement, the race to the moon. You're lucky to have lived then, Lieutenant Keller. I was actually born in 1973, sir. Really? Yes, sir. Sorry. So, any idea why someone would vandalize these men's graves? No one even knows who they were, except for top-level brass, right? Yes, all this would have been highly classified. So then, this is a shot at you, right? I'm afraid so. And when I figure out who it's a shot from, I'll let you know. Desecrating graves, who beside the skull would go that low? Or is this just more of his final orders being carried out, like London and Paris? No, If it was the skull, they wouldn't have left Bucky's headstone alone. So who?
Who will it be to die first, Herr Captain? Who will sit by while his comrade screams his last? I wonder.
What is that? Why would I? Shots fired. Get it together, Rogers. Someone's setting you up. Crossbones. He did this.
Or perhaps I will take his one eye instead, like you took my face from me. Would you like to watch that?
No!
What's wrong with you? Screaming like some baby. I'm just getting started, pal. Better save some of that.
Stay here, Steve. Stay in this fight.
That's more like it.
Get the hell away from him, Zemo. You sick. What are these memories? Someone's getting inside my head. Can't keep them out. Leave him alone! Never going to win this fight. Can't focus. Barely defending myself. Oh! No, what was that? That's not what happened. But, no, don't let this...
This is pathetic. You're pathetic.
You're a coward. Hard to cheat. Has to deface grave markers.
What? What did you just say to me? Get it straight, Starman. I'm here for one thing. Revenge. The skull ain't here to take his own, so I gotta be his hands.
Coward.
Damn it. Freaking son of a... I didn't go to no graveyard. Some Russian guy just called and told me where I could find you today. But this is way too easy. I ain't taking you out like this. You tell that Russian too. Tell him he messed with the wrong hombre.
Russians.
Can you triangulate that signal now, Control?
Not much more than we already have. You should be within a block of him, from what I can tell.
Sure, it just took me all day. Agent 13, out. Okay, Sharon, this is where all that spy training kicks in, right? If I were an ex-sidekick gone psycho, where would I be? Somewhere with a decent view of approaching cops and feds, right? Broken lock. Oh, this is too easy. Easy, girl. Remember, Fury said just get an eyeball and then back off. Ah! Wrong door. What?
You sure you don't want to have one of our dogs take a look at you, Rogers? I'm fine, Fury. I've been hit by the Hulk. This is nothing. I just want some answers for a change. Someone's been pulling my strings, and I don't like it one bit. I might be able to help you there a little. You said Crossbone mentioned something about a Russian? Yeah. Well, it took some leverage, but I finally got Interpol to cough up an ID on that dead soldier we found in London. Turns out he was part of a whole regiment of ex-Soviet soldiers that fell off the map in the mid-90s. Along with their general, Alexander Lukin. Name ring any bells? Should it? Probably not. Lukin was career military, major Cold War player. Apparently didn't like all the changes after the collapse, so he and his men went rogue. The next we see him is 3 years ago, as the head of an international corporation with offices in every major metropolitan center in the civilized world. And you think this is the man who killed Skull? Who had us running blind? Why? Who can say? Power? Isn't that what most of them are about? No, this is personal. You saw those graves in Arlington? That was meant for me. My file on Lucan is thin, Steve. Most of what I got is recent, just since the Kronos Corporation emerged. Even the KGB didn't keep tabs on him. Apparently, he was a protege of one of their big mucky-mucks, some guy named Karpov. Vasily Karpov? Think so, yeah. Wait,
Did you just say the Kronos Corporation?
What is it?
Kronos was a small village in Russia, not too far from Stalingrad.
Never heard of the place.
You wouldn't have. It's not there anymore. But that's where I last saw Vasily Karpov.
Now! Go, go!
An ambush! Behind us! Fast, fast!
Cap! Incoming!
Danka! Fire in the hole! Panzer's out for the count. How did we do?
All aces, Cap. Not so much as a scratch, too. Hey! We don't execute prisoners, you friggin'...
Easy, Bucky. Easy. Explain yourself. Right now, soldier.
This man was a cousin to me. He brought shame on our country to fight for our enemy.
He was no longer Russian.
So you just shoot him in the head?
Let it go, Bucky. This isn't what we're here for. Let's just make sure we get at least one prisoner back to the camp. The Hueys, short for Hilfswillige, were volunteer soldiers, Russian prisoners or deserters, fighting alongside the Nazis, against their own people. It was just one part of what made the Russians' front uglier than what we were used to. The snow and ice were another part. We were camped 10 miles west of Kalag, which the Russians had recently retaken, and Stalin's forces were about to launch Operation Uranus to trap the entire Nazi invasion in for the winter, with no supply lines and no way home. But word had leaked that the Germans had some kind of secret superweapon nearby that they were waiting to spring. The invaders had been sent in to find out what this weapon was, and to make sure it didn't stop the Russian op from going off as planned. Colonel Vasily Karpov was the Russian officer in charge of our mission, and I didn't like him.
Tell us where the weapon is, Nazi vermin, and I'll stop him before he shows you your insides.
Please, no, please, no, I will tell you what I know.
Of course you will. They always do, don't they, comrade captain?
I wouldn't know.
Any word, Cap?
Yeah, Karpov's tactics aren't to my taste, but he's getting results. Our target is a small village named Kronos, a few clicks north of here. The Nazis have control of the area, and whatever this weapon is, it's being heavily guarded.
By some of our kind, you mean?
The soldier hadn't seen anything firsthand, Jim. He's just repeating rumors. But it sounds like there's at least one Nazi there who can fly.
It's good then, that we've got 3 flyers to bring him down.
I'm counting on that. But how are you holding up with this weather, Namor? Toro's been shivering all day.
It's cold as hell, sure, but it won't keep us out of the air.
Good to hear. Now get some rest while you can. We hit Kronos an hour before dawn. But I never could sleep the night before a mission, and apparently I wasn't the only one.
Captain.
Colonel.
I see you are more like me than perhaps you think.
If you say so.
You don't like our ways. How easy it is for you to judge us. When Nazi control half of your Washington, D.C., when they turn your own brothers against you, then you can judge.
Well, maybe if your leader hadn't been so obliging when they invaded Poland, you wouldn't have the wolves at your door like this.
So, your men will be ready for what comes. Much depends on it.
We'll be ready. You just remember, you may be in charge here, but if you want to live to see the sunset, you'll follow my orders tomorrow. So, the morning found us with Karpov's handicapped NKVD squad hiding on the outskirts of Kronos, while our advance scout cleared the way. Which is the real secret of what Bucky was. The official story said he was a symbol to counter the rise of the Hitler Youth. And there was some truth to that, but like all things in war, there was a darker truth underneath. Bucky did the things I couldn't. I was the icon, I wore the flag, but while I gave speeches to troops in trenches, he was doing what he'd been trained to do, and he was highly trained. He wouldn't been out there with us if he wasn't. Blue Jay to Eagle, we are go for launch. With the perimeter guard out, we should have been able to waltz right in, but we didn't get that lucky. No! Hold your fire, damn it! Suddenly the alarm is raised, and it all goes to hell. It's almost like they were expecting us. Nazis start crawling out of the woodwork, along with something far worse. Masterman, Hitler's personal super soldier. Who dares to disturb my peace? We'd been expecting him, or something like him, of course. Torch! Namor! Now! We face threats like this all the time. I'll turn you swine into mice meat. But I can only imagine what this kind of combat looked like to the Russians. Keep your men back, Karpov! Protect the villagers! Keep them safe! They'd been fighting a war of attrition over each block of Stalingrad and every acre of their countryside. And now there were men doing battle in the sky above them, men on fire. Finding the secret weapon wasn't a problem. We just looked for where the Nazi guard were heaviest in number and made for that. Bucky! Machine gun! 12 o'clock! Take it! Careful, Buck. We don't know what's... Down! What the hell is in there? Whoa, Cap! Look! I had a few seconds to survey the damage the Nazi superweapon had done, to realize what it would probably do to anything else that got in his way. And then it was back with a vengeance. Move! Now! Go, go, go! Its beam tore through houses and people indiscriminately. And through the flames, I saw the ringleader of this little band of terror, the Red Skull, behind the controls. I'd realized later he was setting the self-destruct on the device, knowing he was outnumbered and his cause was lost. So he was creating the biggest distraction he could to cover his escape. Skull, damn his eyes. Cap, let him run! We gotta help these people! Which is exactly what the Skull knew we'd do. Namor and the Torches broke off their battle with Masterman to help get the fire under control, and he and the Red Skull disappeared. While we tried to stop Kronos from burning to the ground, the Torch absorbed as much of the fire as he could, and he and Toro melted the snow in the sky into hard rainfall. But it was too far gone. The fire had spread too quickly. Karpov, though, was less worried about the innocent villagers than he was about what the Skull had left behind. Get it out of there now! We're taking this machine back to Stalingrad to use it on its makers. And when the Skull's booby trap went off, his men burned along with the Nazi weapon. Damn you, you fool! Hasn't there been enough death today? You do not understand. You cannot. You and the Germans, you have your super soldiers, your secret weapons, but we Russians, we have nothing but our winters. We were in the air an hour later, on our way back to England, to make a report and try to pick up the Skull's trail. The last I saw of Vasily Karpov, he was wandering through what was left of Kronos, surveying the damage I'm sure he blamed on me. Mama! Mama! No! Don't be dead, Mama! Please, don't be dead! You boy, come away from there. But my mama... It's too late for her, boy. Too late for this village. But it's not too late for your mother Russia. What's your name, boy? Alec! You come with me, Alec. I'll take you back to Stalingrad and show you what it truly means to be Russian. You've already learned the hardest part. So, what are you thinking? I don't know, could all this, the Skull's death, the cube, be some kind of long-distance revenge of Karpov's? I don't think so, Steve. Karpov died nearly 20 years ago, while you were still on ice. And remember, he was high-ranking KGB, so he'd probably heard through one source or another that you died in 45. Huh, yeah, that. What's wrong? Not sure. One thing I haven't mentioned yet. Something's messing with my mind, my memories. It may be the cube, I'm not sure. But that's one reason I contacted you tonight. I need to transport somewhere. I need to see if my reality and my memories match up or not. Of course, I'll send an order to the flight deck right now. Care to tell me where you're headed? Actually, no I don't. You rang? Yeah, call down to Flight Deck 1 and tell him to give Rogers a hyperjet. Take him wherever he needs to go. And then see why Agent 13 hasn't called in a progress report yet. Yes, sir. Is there something else, Teresa? Did you show him the file? Croesus, aren't you getting enough gossip? Listening in on my private line? Apparently not, sir. No, I didn't show him the file. I want to be 100% sure about this before I destroy his world, if that's okay with you. Yes, sir. We'll be in place within the hour, General Lucan. The device is set to the remote, and the scapegoat is in position. If all goes according to plan, you should have possible deniability on everything that happens today. Were you able to get the receptor set up? That's good. Huh? Enough energy left for what? No, you're right, sir. That is none of my concern. Excuse me. Yes, sir, I am. I'm about to take care of the shield woman right now. Exactly as ordered. Course I know. I'm the one who sent her out there. Sure, but what the hell are you doing about it? What I hear, she hasn't reported in for over 24 hours. That's not like Sharon, and you know it. You want to take that tone down a notch and add a sir at the end, Agent Tapper? Sorry, sir. It's just, Sharon, Agent 13 and I know. But I thought that was over, Neil. That's my mistake. I didn't want her taking the liaison gig with Rogers. Jealous, I guess, with their history and all. So I tried to put my foot down. But, well, Sharon put her foot where the sun don't shine. Basically, she's tough as nails, that girl. Which is why I'm trying not to worry yet. Look, I've got Team Sweeping Philly right now, and our satellites are scanning the entire eastern seaboard for a signal from her communicator. If it'll make you feel any better, you can join the effort. That would help, sir, yeah. I just can't sit around here doing nothing. Understood, Agent. Take a car down, but not one of my Porsches. I'll have one of the team leaders radio you with their 20. Is he down there looking for her? Captain America? Yes, sir. No, he's got enough on his mind right now as it is. He doesn't even know she's missing, and I'd like to find her before he has to be told. So, you want us to stay here then, sir? Yes. What I have to do here, I need to do on my own. If you don't mind me asking, sir, this island's not on any of the charts, and we needed shield clearance just to land. But other than that old castle up there, it looks deserted. What is this place? This is where I died. So many conflicting reports about that day, the day everything went wrong. So many false details leaked for top secret reasons. I've read them all. Some say it all took place in England. One report I read claimed we were brought to Newfoundland. Sometimes I think I'm not even sure what really happened anymore. Did I ever really remember any of it? Or was I just filling in blanks? Like an accident victim who doesn't remember anything after getting in the car until they wake up in the hospital. No, I always remembered Simo and the drone plane. Always remembered it exploding. But the rest of it, I suppose it's possible that reading reports about that day colored my perception. All I know for sure is these new memories that have been surfacing, memories of Simo capturing us, torturing Bucky, they feel far too real. Like something's unlocking the part of my brain where they've hidden all this time and forcing me to acknowledge them. That's why I had to come here, after all these years, to find the truth. This island is only in one report about that day, the one prepared for President Roosevelt. This was a Nazi base between occupied France and Allied Britain. Even after the Nazis were driven out of France, they managed to keep the spot a secret. And when Simo captured us in England, he and his men brought us here, held us captive while they analyzed the Allied drone plane they've stolen. But until the past few weeks, I never remembered the brutality of the time we were here. Yet, no, my God. This is the room. This is where it happened. I was forced to watch. Get the hell away from him! And Simo, he wouldn't stop laughing. How could I have forgotten something like this? Maybe a better question is, why am I remembering it all now? Amerikaner! Amerikaner! What? Nazi soldiers? Simo? No. This isn't real. It can't be. Kapitan Amerikaner! Get him! Kill him! Bullets are real enough. Whatever's going on here, one thing's clear. I've gotta get out. Now. Of course. They're all gone. No evidence they were really here at all. But they were. I can still smell the gunfire in the air. All of this, these unlocked memories, the strange dreams, and now these vanishing Nazis. It's all the cube. It has to be. Whoever's got it, Lucan or whoever else, they're manipulating me. But to what purpose? Why would someone want me here? I can make it, Cap. I can make it. Bucky, wait. Got it. Wait, it's probably booby-trapped. I see it. Oh, God. Cap, it's gonna blow. No, I'm losing my grip. Drop off, Bucky. Let go. I can't. I'm stuck. Oh, God. He couldn't let go. What does this mean? Is it even real? Are any of these memories real? Why do I feel so sure they are? Something Fury said about the cosmic cube still needing to be charged. That's what the skull's WMDs were for, to convert death into energy, which means the cube the skull had when he died is weak. But maybe it's just powerful enough to unlock these memories inside me and make me fight phantoms, to give me back just enough of my past to torture me. You find what you were looking for up there, sir? I found something. I'm just not sure what. So, back to the helicarrier then? Sure, why don't you? Hey, you... Okay? Sharon, we've got to get back to the States now. How fast can this thing go? You know the Concorde? Yes. Well, compared to our top speed, the Concorde's like walking. Top speed then.
Colonel, Steve Rogers is on Secure 1.
Right, Teresa. Put him through. Fury here. What's...
Sharon's been captured.
I know. I've got teams combing the streets for her as we speak.
Damn it, Fury. You should have told me.
No, someone's pulling our strings, Rogers. Ever think that it might be exactly what they want? For you to go rushing in blind?
I know they do. They showed me exactly where to find her.
What? Why the hell didn't you say so? I can have teams in place in 2 minutes. Where is...
Sorry, Nick. I'd have radio in earlier, but communications were offline at top speed.
Anyway, I'm here now. I'll take care of it.
Wait, Cap. There's something you need to know.
No time, Nick. I've got a visual. Rogers out. Hold on, I got you. You're okay now.
Oh, Steve! Oh God! It's a setup!
I'm sure it is. Let's just get these chains off you, and we'll deal with it.
You don't understand, Steve. The guy we've been hunting. The man who killed the Red Skull. I've seen him. I think it's Bucky.
They're in position, General. Should I take the shot?
No, regardless of your personal feelings, that is not the plan.
It's not about feelings, sir. The man is simply good. He's going to be a problem.
I'm sure he will be, but he'll suffer more before he becomes our problem. And then you'll get to deal with him. Just complete the mission. We brought him here for a reason after all.
Yes, sir, General Lucan. Consider it done. Damn it! How could they have missed this all those years?
Colonel, one of the Philadelphia teams has found something.
This is Fury. Go.
Agent Tapper here, sir. Got a big problem. We managed to track Agent 13's communicator.
But there's a body here, and some kind of bomb like the one in yesterday's briefing.
Get out of there, Tapper, now!
I think I can disarm it, sir. I just, Oh, shit. Tapper! No! Not this!
Oh my God, Steve. This is why they wanted you here?
Stop it, Alec. Shut it down. You'll kill us. Don't be a fool, Leon. I know what I'm doing. What you're doing is insane, old friend. You've put us all at risk with this act. No, there is no risk. They may know my hand is in this, but they're Americans, remember? And we are a very wealthy and influential corporation. They will demand proof before they even begin to question us. And by that time, my game will be over, and it will be far too late.
Jack Monroe. Huh? Yeah, what? Don't I know you? No.
Afraid it's not good news, Mr. Monroe. But then, we weren't really expecting it to be at this point, were we?
No, I guess not.
Just give it to me straight, Dr. Foster. How much time do I have? I'm afraid it's not quite that simple. Your blood panel shows the super soldier variant you were injected with is degrading. And as a result, your immune system is going haywire. There's a number of reasons why this could be happening. It could be the treatments you got from S.H.I.E.L.D. that cured your mental troubles. Or it could be something that happened while you were Scourge. You said there were nanites in your bloodstream then.
Yeah, and in my brain.
So it's possible this all started then. Your body reacting to that. Or maybe to all of it put together. The problem is, it's gone unnoticed for so long. It's done so much damage already that even if we figured out how to treat it, the treatment would probably kill you before the disease did.
So I guess that's that then, huh?
I'm really sorry, Jack, but I don't know what more I can do. Perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers could.
I've had enough of S.H.I.E.L.D. to last me a lifetime. And Cap, I don't want to burden him with my troubles. Not again. And I don't want you telling any of them about this either.
I couldn't, even if I wanted to, Jack. But you should.
No, this is my problem. Just tell me, what can I expect? So, Dr. Jane Foster, after all the effort it took to find someone with meta-human experience to help me, now tells me I'm going to die. She just isn't sure how soon. But she tells me it's not going to be pleasant. First, I'm going to continue losing my added strength and stamina as the super soldier serum fades. And then I'm going to start to get sick, really sick, because my immune system will be almost non-existent by then. Oh yeah, and it's highly likely that I'll start to lose my mind as this goes along, just to make it fun. Something about the original serum's effect on me. I don't know, I stopped listening after a while. She says I should start saying goodbye to my friends and family, start getting my affairs in order. Do I even have any affairs left to organize? Do I even have any friends and family? I suppose the only person I really think of as a friend is Cap, but that's such a twisted history. Captain America, Steve Rogers. Even now when I think of him, I can't help but think of my Steve Rogers, the teacher I met in the early 50s. The guy who worshipped Captain America so much he tracked down the formula that had made him and recreated it. Who changed his name, then changed his face, so he looked just like the real Steve Rogers. How strange to look back on those days now. Korea, the early days of the Cold War, the UAC hearings all over the radio and television. And there we were, trying to be the new Captain America and Bucky, not realizing we were slowly going crazy, that the serum in our veins was tainted, making us see enemies where none existed. I guess we should be grateful we were only placed in suspended animation until they found a cure, and not put in some secret military prison. Still, I wonder if that disgruntled right-winger hadn't freed us when he did. God, was that really 8 years ago? I wonder if we'd still be in some government storage facility somewhere, waiting for the cure. Not as if my life's been a cakewalk since I got the supposed cure anyway, but I've had my moments. Hell, I got to work side by side with the real Cap, got to meet the real Steve Rogers. He helped me go from being a sidekick to being a man on my own. Gave me his one-time secret identity to make my own. Nomad. But that's just it, isn't it? I never have been my own man. Sad to realize this now, but what has Jack Monroe been, if not just a shadow of the other man? There I am as a kid, trying to take the place of Bucky, Cap's partner, a war hero. A guy who saw more combat than any 20 soldiers combined. What I think gave me that right, because I looked like him? And there I am running around the end of the 20th century as the second nomad, like I could really step into Captain America's shoes. Hell, I couldn't even be the first Scourge. Face it, Jack, you're a nobody, and you've been trying to fill the emptiness that you really are by playing at being other people. Like some kid who never grew up. But it's time to grow up now, long past time. Time to say goodbye to friends and family. Bucky. I'm not giving into it. That's my decision. I can feel my strength waning, but I'm not getting sick. Maybe I never will. Maybe Dr. Foster was wrong. Maybe I'm tougher than either of us thought. All I know is I'm going to stay strong long enough to find her, my adopted daughter, Bucky. I'm not leaving this world until I know she's alright. Damn it. No. I tell myself it's nothing. A little fluid in my lungs. A bad chest cold. I'll be okay. I overdose on vitamins. I'll be okay. Around day 2 on bed rest, I understand what Dr. Foster meant about losing my mind. Oh, man. Who do you think you are? What? How the hell could you possibly try to replace me? Some loser like you? No freaking way. Who the hell do you think you... Ah! But his face just laughs out of the broken mirror at me anyway. After that, it comes and goes, like a scratch inside my brain, like static. I start to forget things. I start to have trouble knowing what's real or not. This is worse than being sick. I'm going insane and I know it. I can see it happening, but can't do anything to stop it. Dr. Foster wants me to come in for treatment. She says I might be a danger to myself or others. I convince her to give me more time though. Convince her I'm okay, that I've got important stuff to do, loose ends to tie up still. I think I convinced her at least. I don't really remember how we leave it. I don't remember anything until a week later when I wake up from a weird dream. In the dream, I'm some kind of contact for the submariner and the Human Torch in exchange for something. What? Bucky laughs at me from the window for dreaming of his friends, the invaders, dreaming of his life instead of mine. But somehow in my haze, I've gotten a copy of my daughter's official adoption records. I have no idea where this came from. Higher, Mommy! Make me go higher! Make me fly! That man's watching us, Mommy! What? What man, honey? He was right there! Where'd he go? Her name is Julia now. Julia Winters. She seems happy, and she's growing up with parents who clearly love her, and who can give her the things I never could, like a normal life, like stability. I'm happy for her, really, and I'm just thinking about heading back to New York to Dr. Foster, like she wants, when I overhear something at the bar. Sure, yeah, right outside the parking lot at the elementary school. Kids are just monsters for that stuff, making serious bank. There's a major league drug dealer operating in this town, right out of this bar, selling dope to the kids at Julia's school. She's just in the first grade, and there's already some scum trying to get her strung out. She may have new parents, but she still needs protection, damn it. Looks like there's one last mission for the Nomad to tackle, and I can't think of a better way to spend my last months of my life, really, than bringing down a dealer, protecting my daughter, keeping her innocence safe as long as I can. Let's go, scumsuckers! I've done this before, tackling organized crime, drug distribution. You start at the bottom and work your way up the chain. It's always the same. The little ones break easy, and they lead you to the big ones. Even with my condition, I can do this. I could do this in my sleep. Take out goons like this, vultures, preying on little kids. I can hold my sanity together long enough to take these guys down. I know I can. And for a little while, it seems like I really can. I work at it for a few months, striking fast when and where they least expect it. But I start losing time again, waking up in my motel room with no idea how I got there, waking up with a girl I can't remember on the next pillow sometimes. Doubts start to creep in. I can feel it all happening, just like before. It's like two parts of my mind are at war. The rational mind and the one that's trying to kill it, the insanity mind. Sometimes, right as I wake up, I have a fever vision about it. In the vision, there's another me growing inside my head. Like a tumor, but it's got my face. Or is it Bucky's face? Whichever, I feel it for that moment, growing inside me, filling my skin, looking out through my eyes. I know what it wants to take my place. My crazy double growing in my brain. Aren't I just a double myself? Aren't I so many different people already? Maybe we're all different people all the time. Maybe our identity is just fragments of memory and time. Maybe every time we change our lives, change direction, change hairstyles and outfits, another one of us grows to take our place, sheds us like snakeskin. Or maybe every crazy thought in my head is part of some cancerous doppelganger that's been stalking me my entire life. That's the scariest part of knowing you're losing your mind. It starts to make sense after a while. It starts to feel inevitable. I just have to hold on for her. Just have to keep him inside my head. I can do that. Probably shouldn't drink so much. I know, but I ran out of pills so long ago, and this is the only medicine I've got. And in between blackouts, I've been working my way into the scene around here, getting closer to the dealer. He doesn't come in much, but I know his name now, Gunner. I just need to find out where he stores the drugs, and then I'll take him down. But that's easier said than, oh my god, you see this? What? The Avengers, check it out! announced earlier today the Avengers, in light of their recent tragic losses, have decided to disband. Oh boy! Never thought I'd see that! What's this world coming to? I don't know. Cap, I should call him. He's probably devastated. The Avengers, that's his family, practically. I should... And then, somehow, it's 3 months later. I lost 3 whole months. Where did they go? What am I doing? Breaking up another drug ring? Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, I can handle that. Something feels different though. My strength and speed are way off. Still faster than these guys though. But there's something else too. My head is clear. The static is gone now. Whatever happened in the past 3 months, I'm back in control now. There's only one person inside my head now. Talk, damn it! When's Gunner's next shipment due? I don't know! I don't know what you're talking about! Tell me! Eventually, he talks, and it's good news for a change. Gunner's meeting his connection the next day at the stop and drink, then going to make the big pickup. It's all falling into place, finally. And the next day, I'm waiting. I'm ready to finish this. If the freaking guy would just show up. Where is he? Something's wrong. He should be here by now. Wait, I'm sweating. Why am I nervous? Too much to drink? No, that can't be it. But something feels off. Beer feels thick, like syrup or...
Look at that. Even the friggin' French love that guy.
Cap on TV again. Is that even real? What's happening to me? This all feels so foreign, so wrong. And suddenly, it's like I'm the person inside now. I see myself arguing with the bartender about something. See myself storming out. This isn't right. Dr. Foster never said it would be like this. Trapped inside my own head. Then I think about my vision. The me growing inside. And as someone calls to me, I realize what's happened. I was right all along.
Jack Monroe.
I took his place before, and now he's outgrown me. He's shed my skin, and it's time to take my place. It all makes sense.
Don't I know you? No.
If only I'd been able to finish my... Hey, Gunner! Yo, Joey, what's going on? You still driving this damn ice cream truck, man? Got to pay the bills, pal. And kids eat this shit up. Got a fishtacle in their little hands, and you got a customer for life. I'm outside that playground 3 times a day, and I just clean up. I'm telling you, Joey, those kids are just monsters for that stuff.